This is a remarkable man, a great visionary, and he was born in the island of Jamaica, and he's doing a great work in Brooklyn, New York, and in Jamaica, West Indies. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together this time for the Honorable, the Noble Bishop Derricks.
Thank you for inviting me. I was wondering if you were going to invite me on The View.
It's an honor to have you here. Bishop, you would have been here sooner, but you were in the island of Jamaica. You could have been here earlier.
Well, thanks anyhow.
Bishop, we're so happy to have you, and we're interested to know about your upbringing in the island of Jamaica. What was your life like in Jamaica?
You really want to know?
Yes. Tell us a little.
I had a really hard life. I was born, rather, I lost my mother and my father when I was a baby. I didn't even know them. So I had a very hard life. I was from house to house, didn't have no definite place to live. And but one day, someone invited me to this Pentecostal church, and I gave my life to the Lord. I didn't even know what it's all about anyway, but I just gave my life to the Lord. You hear me?
Wonderful. Your beginnings does not dictate your future, because here you are very successful in the United States. Bishop Smith, you have been pastor in the Refuge Temple in Brooklyn for 29 years, and you have built a ministry in Jamaica from ground up. Tell us about the vision you had. You were not disobedient to the heavenly vision, and just tell us what motivated you to go to Jamaica and to do this marvelous work.
Well, quickly, in a nutshell, I happened to have came to the United States in 1970 at the funeral of our founding father, Bishop Orica. And I kind of didn't like it, so I made the United States my home. I had a grandmother who grew me up, and she passed in I forget what year, however, she passed, and matter of fact, my health was good on the island of Jamaica, so I didn't thought of going back there, honestly. But she died, and she did her best to raise me up, and I went back to pay my last respect. I had a vision before anyway of going back to Jamaica to start work there, and I kind of was reluctant of going. And in this vision, I saw a field of corn, the biggest ear that I ever seen in my life. And in that, in the cornfield, I heard a preacher was preaching, a well-known preacher by the name of Bishop Holsworth, the island. And so when I walked up there, didn't see him at all, but I heard his voice. Okay, and I walked out of the vision. However, my grandmother died, so I went back to pay my last respect. And when I went there at the funeral, I saw so many people. It was unbelievable, and I knew the area because I grew up there. And it was a one Pentecostal church and Salvation Army and an old Moravian church. And so I didn't even go to the city where I was from. Mother Bailey, who brought me up, she brought me up in Kingston. I didn't go there because in the fact that I didn't do too well in Kingston, health-wise. So somebody said, go to Montego Bay. So I stayed in Montego Bay. After the funeral, I went back to Montego Bay to come back to the United States on Monday. And I laid myself down to rest, and I could not sleep. The people that I saw at the funeral just stand before me. And I said, Lord, don't tell me what I'm thinking right now, because you know I don't do too well on the island of Jamaica. And so, in other words, what was bothering me in Jamaica was asthma. I had the asthma attack at all times. And I said, Lord, if this is what you're telling me, that you need me to go back to raise up a church there, then you're going to touch me. And immediately, it's like somebody rests a hand on my chest, and it just bring a fresh air. And I was it was kind of scary anyway. So I went back to my church in Brooklyn and began to tell them what happened. Everybody get excited. I said, Lord, what is this? And so we talked to the church there. We got a group of people who was a part of it. And we went back. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what happened in Jamaica is what I saw on in the vision. Okay, the crowd of people I saw there was just on sight.
Wonderful. It took 2 years for the church to be built, and after the church was dedicated, immediately you started a school. Why did you move in that direction?
Just before you go there anyway, I must need to tell you that the church was built without having one member. We built the church without having a member.
That's remarkable.
Okay. Now we went there. I think it's about it's almost about 100 or so there now. Notwithstanding, the area is such an area that illiteracy is common in that area. So I thought about having a school started there, evening classes, in other words, continuing education, and it takes off, and it's doing well there. Because right now we send people off to do the exam. Most of them had passed, and some of them gone into college right now. I mean, ready to go to college right now.
Bishop Smith, what preparation is being made to formulate, to pass the mantle to the next generation? You're a great man, you're an apostolic leader, an apostolic father, a teacher of teachers. What preparation are you making to transfer the mantle to the next generation?
Well, I'm going to be honest to you. Making preparation is that we are to first hold what we have. We are to show to, especially the youth, that there is a future. We have to let them know that they are a purpose and destiny is wrapped up in them. And by letting them know that, then you ought to start to use them. But you see, you cannot prepare somebody if you don't have them. So the first thing that you have to try to hold them. By holding them, you prepare them. Okay, now it's been a problem because, and excuse me, don't stone me. This generation really want to lead, but they don't want to do what it takes.
All right.
To lead.
All right.
When you want them, you can't find them. So it's a problem.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Bishop Smith, thank you very much. We present this to you on behalf of the
Okay.
Can I come back and live here tomorrow?
Yes, you can.